Good morning, spin enthusiasts. It is time to answer another question that I get asked all of the time, like constantly. What do I got to do to become a guard instructor? So this question is going to have a lot of different answers depending on who you talk to, where they're located, how they became a guard instructor, and so on and so on. First of all, the first thing you should know, guard instructing is not my only job. It is not my only job. It is not even my main job that I do. I am a full-time high school biology teacher because I live in a part of the country where you absolutely cannot make a living as a guard instructor. And now if I was making a ton of money off of my social media or something, that would be a different story, but there's no place. Colorguard here is not big enough, basically, where I want to live to be able to make a living off of that. So that's the first thing you have to understand and know about me and my experiences. I know I could go places, I could even go other places within the state where I could make like a salary as a guard instructor, and it's just not gonna happen here where I live. And I want to live here. Like, this is a choice I made. This is very much a choice. I get recruited from dozens of schools every year trying to get me to come move to different cities or different states or whatever, wanting me to come and teach just because our, all of our scores are so high and so on and so on. But that's beside the point. To become a color guard instructor, you're first going to have to assess like what kind of guard instructor you want to be. Do you want to just teach color guard for other people? Do you want to teach a drum corps color guard? Do you want to teach a high school color guard? Do you want to teach independent winter guard? What do you want to do with this? Because there's so many different ways you could do it. If you want to teach for somebody else, regardless of what you want to do, I strongly recommend that you perform with a high caliber team at some point. It'd be awesome if you could get experience performing for both a low caliber and a high caliber team at some point in your performance career, because understanding what kind of challenges both levels go through is really, really helpful when you're trying to find that first job. I know a lot of people who would be really, really good at teaching high caliber who absolutely fail at their first job or two because they end up having to work at a rural school with a small team, and they don't know the different challenges they're going to face in that sort of situation because maybe they come from a really big team that has a lot of community support or something like that. So just having a well-rounded understanding and experience of the performing aspect of color guard. The second thing I would say is, or the second option I guess you could go, is if you wanted to start your own team, or if you wanted to actually run a team versus just teaching one. So like for me, I couldn't just teach one. There really isn't anything here where I live that I could just go and teach for somebody else. I had no choice but to start my own program. And as I got more into it and I learned about how to like become a not-for-profit, I took a lot of business courses. Now, I had already gotten a degree in teaching. Like, I started the program when I was getting my master's degree, my first master's. And that's how, kind of I stumbled into all this, just because I started the program so early. And then as I worked my way through it, I realized there's a lot of like essential business skills for running a color guard that I needed to know as like a person. And don't think you're going to hire a business person to come in and run your independent color guard, because just like straight up business people have no idea about the marching arts, about color. Now, if you find somebody who has experience, like maybe they march drum corps or something and they get it, cool. You are in like this amazing position that you can hire somebody to run your team who knows what's up, who can help you out, and so on and so on. But for me, I ended up having to take a bunch of MBA courses, and like I didn't get a business degree, but I definitely had to learn a lot about the business side of things. So if you're thinking about those two types of things, like maybe think about that first and decide, like, what am I wanting to do exactly? Do I want to have my own team? Do I want to teach for somebody else? And then you're going to be prepared to make the next steps from there, which I'll tell you about tomorrow. Bye, guys.